What's going on, guys? This is Uzair Sipra. Today's episode is about the camera movements and the gears. We are going to talk about the dollies, tracks, rail or slider. So stay tuned. The dolly camera movements. Now there are several kind of dollies systems. We call it dolly, we call it track, we call it rail, we call it slider. All these terms are being used to produce dynamic shots. Sometimes we use dollies or rail or track shots to have an opening of a movie, sometimes to reveal any situation, sometimes to reveal any character, and sometimes to have a closing of a movie, and sometimes to create dynamic shot to let our audience understand the importance of the current situation. Let's start from the studio dolly. Studio dolly are usually let's say for example spider dolly. These dollies, they are very heavy duty dollies. For these dollies we need mostly a dolly operator who operates the dolly. Also these kind of dollies, the DOP or director himself, they can sit on the dolly and they can focus on their frames or on the camera settings to follow their script or follow their storyboard. Now for these heavy duty dollies, when we use on location for the higher budget movies production on location, we use aluminum tracks or we use stainless steel tracks. To have very long tracks, we combine section by section and to make a very long track, or also we have curved tracks according to our storyboard to follow our script. In early 2000 there were rubber tracks were introduced. The specialty for the rubber tracks, they can curve, we could create any shape from these rubbers, and they were easy to transport. They were we could put them in a small area. They couldn't cover a lot of space while transportation, just like aluminum tracks or stainless steel tracks. Also on location, I'm not going to forget, when we are going to use this kind of heavy duty dollies, and for the heavier cameras, there is another guy whose duty is to maintain the focus points while shooting on location on field. His duty is to maintain all the focus points, and he is called follow focus operator. And now there are, thanks to the digital technology, the latest technology, we have a compact DSLRs which are very lightweight. For the lightweight cameras, we have a lightweight dollies, a compact dollies. We can put them in our backpack. Some dollies, they can extend, in a new digital designs, they can extend, and it's very interesting. As a movie maker, as a filmmaker, or as an independent filmmaker, or as a student filmmaker, or as a movie maker, we should have all these experience to use all these equipments, because when we use these equipments, new ideas, they come, they step in our brain, and that is the most beautiful thing, and that is the beauty of the creativity. So today we are going to talk about the slider dollies, slider, track, or the rails. I remember last time when we were shooting our movie Survival, the short film Survival on in the park or on location, while we were transporting all the equipment back to the studio, we discovered we got everything in our studios back, and we gone down to pick up the last thing was slider. It was missing, so somebody picked it up, the wrong timing, the loss. And also I discovered that version of slider which I created, as I create mostly my own design for the film productions. While I put my GH4 on the slider, when I connect the GH4 rig, it becomes bigger and also heavier. So I discovered while I was using the camera with the dolly on the track, it had a little bit of movement like that. So it was dangerous. Luckily, it didn't fall on the ground to cause any damage. So luckily, we lost the slider, and it gave us opportunity. It gave me an opportunity to create a new version of slider. We are going to create a brand new 5.5 feet slider. Before I wanted to create a 10 feet slider, but because it is very difficult to transport on location, we need a bigger truck to transport like jeeps or cranes or bigger rails. This time I want to create something which is easy to transport. Even using a small van or car, we can transport easily. So let's create from the zero. And this is the slider which I already have designed it, which I'm going to show you from the very beginning. And this version, it has a grip from the lower case and upper case, which can connect with the rail. Very, very strong. The camera, even if it is moving, it cannot fall on the ground, cannot cause any damage. So I'm going to create many contents like this. And if you like my video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and do not forget to hit the notification bell icon to turn on the notification so you cannot miss any of contents like this. So most very, very interesting contents are coming, like cinematography, how to shoot with smartphones to make a to get a cinematic look video, and about the ADRs, the Foley. A lot of stuff is coming up, and along with our ongoing short movies. Hope you guys enjoy the video, and yeah, pretty much let's get started. So I'm making this new slider. So this one is stainless steel rod, and this one is aluminum, and this one is bracket, which I will put it here. Right. This is something like that. Right. So inside, and I'm gonna put it here. So one and another, so we can rail it. And this one is stainless steel, this rod. Yeah. Right. So this is the dolly which I'm making for this one. So you see, this is the wheel. Right. So this is the wheel, will be on this one. So similarly, this is the dolly which will be on it, and it will slide like that. All right. Okay, have how to make it that the dolly can grip the camera from up and from upper and lower portion. So let me. Okay. So now. Right. So I want to make, as I said, I want to make this one so it can grip from upper and lower portion. So similarly here. So that's a dolly. I made it 5 years ago, and this one comes on the top like that. Right. Yes. Here. So another one, I'm gonna put it here. Yeah. Underneath. So this one is and this will be on the top.